The story begins with Null, a deity of darkness and destruction. Ages ago, his domain was invaded by light, prompting his symbiote offspring to turn against him. They imprisoned him and created the Codex, a key designed to keep him trapped forever. Now, Null's ultimate goal is to retrieve the Codex. Once free, he plans to obliterate all inhabited planets, wipe out the symbiotes, and reward his monstrous creations, the xenophages, with continued existence. The narrative shifts to the ending of Spider-Man: No Way Home, where Eddie Brock sits at a bar talking to the bartender. Suddenly, a portal opens, and he is whisked away. Venom, his symbiote, irritated by the chaotic multiverse, vents his frustration, exclaiming, "I'm so tired of these universes, I just want to have some fun." His anger erupts, and he wrecks the bar, leaving the bartender stunned and speechless. As Eddie watches the news, he learns of Detective Patrick Mulligan's untimely death, a character from the previous film. Unsure of his next move, Eddie realizes he can't hide in Mexico forever and comes up with a plan. Knowing some shady secrets about New York's district attorney, he considers blackmailing his way to clear his name. At the same time, Venom gets excited about visiting the Statue of Liberty, making it the perfect opportunity to travel. As they set out, Venom reminds Eddie that they're fugitives now and warns that anyone who crosses their path might end up as his next meal. Meanwhile, someone monitors Eddie and Venom's movements via security cameras. Venom soon senses danger, and they find themselves in a dingy area filled with caged dogs. The owners appear, threatening Eddie and warning that he's made a grave mistake. Before the confrontation escalates, Eddie transforms into Venom, prioritizing the dog's safety and brutally defeating the thugs. After the fight, Venom and Eddie attempt their iconic "We are Venom" line but mess up the timing, humorously realizing they need more practice. They leave the scene, only to be stalked by one of Null's xenophages. At the same time, the mysterious observer tracking Eddie informs General Strickland of his location. At the bar, the bartender notices a small piece of Venom left behind on the table. General Strickland arrives, collects the fragment, and questions the bartender about Eddie. Nervous, the bartender describes Eddie as a strange man who talks to himself and has bizarre, massive arms. Elsewhere, Dr. Payne awakens from a troubling dream about her brother's death, only to receive urgent news: General Strickland is heading to Area 51, and she's expected to join him. Upon arrival, Strickland briefs Payne on their tasks. He collects symbiotes while she studies them. One of Payne's colleagues, nicknamed Christmas due to her festive attire, excitedly announces they've revived a previously thought dead symbiote. Strickland, ever sarcastic, mocks her outfit, but she proudly explains it's a gift from her mother. The pair don protective suits before meeting Patrick, a human who has successfully bonded with a symbiote. Patrick's symbiote warns them about cosmic predators that hunt symbiotes and destroy everything in their path. As the symbiote speaks, a vision of Null flashes, his maniacal laughter echoes as he unleashes destruction. The action returns to Eddie and Venom aboard a plane heading to New York. A xenophage attacks mid-flight, but Venom manages to eliminate it by throwing it into the engine. Afterward, Venom sacrifices himself temporarily, transforming into a parachute to land Eddie safely. As a family on their way to Area 51. They share their story of saving every penny for this once-in-a-lifetime trip. Unnoticed by the family, fragments of a xenophage fall nearby, a sign of looming danger. Meanwhile, Eddie is frustrated by the constant chaos and demands answers from Venom about the creatures pursuing them. Venom explains that xenophages are deadly hunters of symbiotes and warns that more will undoubtedly follow. Venom delves deeper into his origin, revealing Null's role as the creator of symbiotes. Betrayed by his creations, Null was imprisoned, and the Codex, a powerful artifact tied to Eddie and Venom, became the key to his release. When Eddie hears Null's name and says it aloud, Venom reacts in sheer terror, immediately silencing him. Uttering Null's name, he warns, could attract the god's attention. Venom explains the bond he shares with Eddie. Their connection birthed the Codex when Eddie was revived by the symbiote. This life force is crucial for Null's freedom, making Eddie a target. Venom stresses that if either of them dies, the Codex disappears. For now, they must keep moving. Their journey leads them to a horse, which Eddie reluctantly agrees to ride, using it to traverse the desert. Back at Area 51, Dr. Payne and General Strickland debate symbiotes' nature. Payne believes they are fleeing something, while Strickland insists they are merely migrating. Their discussion is interrupted when they learn about a man jumping from a plane under mysterious circumstances. Strickland quickly dispatches his forces to locate Eddie and Venom. As Strickland's troops close in, Venom realizes the threat and throws Eddie into the ocean for safety. The two are separated. Venom shapeshifts into a fish to evade capture, while Eddie is forced to shoot an agent to survive. The act leaves him shaken, but the separation doesn't last long as Venom is eventually captured, weakening without Eddie. Meanwhile, a xenophage detects Venom's signal and moves in. Strickland orders an attack on the creature, inadvertently creating an opening for Eddie to escape. Later, Strickland informs Payne of the encounter, which convinces her to take Patrick's warnings more seriously. Eddie, now on the run, tells Venom they need to lay low. Strickland briefs his team on the Codex and its significance to Null, learning that as long as both Eddie and Venom live, the Codex will exist. Strickland suggests killing one of them to eliminate the threat, an idea that horrifies Payne. The focus shifts to the family traveling to Area 51. They meet Eddie, who introduces himself and learns about their dream to explore the site before it's permanently closed. They offer Eddie a ride to Las Vegas and provide him with sandals and some food. Along the way, they bond over music, with Venom secretly enjoying the warmth and simplicity of the moment. At night, the youngest child nervously offers Eddie a chocolate while confessing his fear of aliens. Eddie reassures the boy that aliens aren't real, which prompts Venom to quietly reflect on their companionship, wistfully considering a peaceful life. When they reach Las Vegas, Eddie thanks the family for their kindness before heading off. As they part ways, Venom enjoys the chocolate, and they discuss how to make money. Eddie jokingly suggests stealing a car, but Venom proposes a more practical idea, trying their luck at the casino. Unfortunately, their scruffy appearance gets them turned away at the entrance. Venom, undeterred, knocks out a guard, allowing them access. Inside, Venom's mischief continues as he spots a drunk man causing chaos. The man urinates on Eddie, enraging Venom, who retaliates by knocking him out and stealing his suit. With their new look, Eddie and Venom wander the casino and cross paths with Mrs. Chen, who's on a winning streak. Recognizing Eddie's struggle, she offers him her room to freshen up and join her for a celebratory dance. After cleaning up, Eddie is ready to leave, but Venom eagerly takes control of Eddie's body to dance with Mrs. Chen. The scene takes a dangerous turn when the symbiote hunter tracks them down. Venom quickly reverts to Eddie, urging calm as the hunter moves away. The momentary peace is shattered when Area 51 agents storm the club, capturing Eddie. Amid the chaos, the xenophage infiltrates the scene unnoticed. Meanwhile, Martine's family sneaks into Area 51, eager to fulfill their dream of exploring the site. In the lab, Dr. Payne discovers that symbiotes deteriorate without proper hosts. She theorizes that reuniting Venom with other symbiotes could prevent further degradation. At the same time, Eddie awakens in captivity and finds Patrick alive. Patrick warns Eddie of Null's pursuit of the Codex, emphasizing its importance to symbiote survival. Strickland interrupts, seizing control of the situation. He coldly reveals his plan to kill Eddie and destroy the Codex to prevent Null's release. Horrified, Dr. Payne and her colleagues secretly plot to free Venom. When Venom reunites with Eddie, the xenophage detects him and attacks, absorbing Patrick's symbiote and revealing its immense power. In the ensuing chaos, other symbiotes break free, taking hosts and sacrificing themselves to fight the xenophage. As the battle rages, Martine's family watches from above, unaware of the danger. Amid the destruction, Eddie climbs to the family and bids them farewell, revealing Venom's true nature to the youngest child, bringing a moment of levity in the chaos. As the lab's destruction intensifies, Eddie notices Martine's family in danger. He uses Venom's abilities to reach them, comforting the youngest child with humor despite the chaos. Although the battle seems to turn in their favor, the xenophage regenerates, returning to its original form as if nothing had happened. Dr. Payne intervenes, using a vehicle to ram the creature and buying time for Eddie and the others to escape. However, the xenophage emits a high-pitched screech, incapacitating all the symbiotes. This sound reveals the xenophage's true intent, summoning Null and his reinforcements. A portal opens, connecting the void to Earth, allowing Null's monstrous creations to flood in. With the odds stacked against them, Eddie devises a desperate plan. He volunteers to distract the symbiote hunters while Strickland coordinates an aerial assault on the creatures. Despite their combined efforts, the hunters overpower the symbiotes one by one. During the battle, a hunter attacks a soldier from Strickland's team. Strickland, unable to watch his man suffer, intervenes but is severely injured in the process. Venom, in his full symbiote form, diverts the hunter's attention, saving Strickland but getting captured himself. Just when all hope seems lost, Martine appears, shooting the hunter and freeing Eddie, though Eddie is left badly wounded. Venom, realizing the magnitude of their situation, tells Eddie they can't win. Saddened, Venom admits that seeing the Statue of Liberty is now a lost dream. Eddie, trying to keep morale high, reassures him they'll make it, though Venom knows the reality. In a final act of sacrifice, Venom fights off the hunters, absorbing their attacks and buying time. He asks Strickland to activate the lab's acid tanks to destroy the creatures. Strickland agrees, knowing it's a one-way mission. As the acid floods the lab, Venom protects Eddie by shielding him under a door. Venom shares a heartfelt goodbye, urging Eddie never to forget him. Strickland, with no escape, triggers an explosion, obliterating the lab and eliminating the hunters for good. Payne uses a symbiote container she had hidden. Bonding with the symbiote, she gains incredible speed and rescues her colleague just in time. Together, they escape as the lab collapses behind them. Eddie regains consciousness, disoriented and grieving Venom's loss. A general informs him that Venom is gone forever, but assures Eddie that their efforts have earned the gratitude of the nation. However, Eddie is warned to keep the events a secret or face severe consequences.